Welcome to the deep dive. Today, well, we're putting on our active networking lens, really focusing in on how a pretty fundamental principle can actually transform your professional connections.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're sort of your guest guides today for this special networking deep dive. Our mission, to pull out those, real gold nuggets of insight from Mel Kaufman's material.
Specifically from his work, Applied Information, The True Power.
Exactly.
And like you said, it's not just about understanding something in theory. It's about what can you do right now?
Actionable stuff.
Actionable takeaways. We're looking at a core idea from Mel Kaufman's life's work that's just, well, essential if you want your networking to actually work. It's way beyond just knowing things.
Okay, so let's jump right in then. We're starting with something Mel Kaufman talks about in Applied Information, the true power. He calls it miracle number 30.
Miracle number 30, yeah.
And he uses that word miracle
Oh.
because he says, once you really grasp it, it can profoundly shift your results.
It really can.
And this miracle, it kicks off with a statement that honestly might make you blink. It says, flat out, information is not power.
Which goes against everything we usually hear, right?
Totally. We always hear knowledge is power. So for people putting on their networking hat, what does Mel actually mean saying information isn't power?
Yeah.
Okay, let's unpack this.
Right. It's a bold statement, and it really forces you to think, especially in networking. The core idea, as Mel says, is that just having facts or data or even a huge list of contacts, that doesn't automatically get you anywhere.
It doesn't guarantee success.
Not at all. Think about it. How many people go to events, collect stacks of business cards, read all the blogs? They have the information.
They've got the raw material.
Exactly. But Mel's point is, why do some people build these amazing productive relationships from networking while others just end up with a big, quiet contact list?
Like that fancy car you mentioned before the show.
Yeah, like owning a supercar. You know the specs, the horsepower. But if you never actually turn the key and drive it...
It just sits there, powerless.
Precisely. The information alone is inert. It needs that next step. It needs ignition.
And here's where it gets really interesting. Because Mel Kaufman doesn't just leave us with the problem. He gives us the solution, the clarification. And he shares this great story from one of his Link seminars. You know, those immersive workshops he runs.
Right, focused on action.
Yeah. This was in New Orleans, and apparently a participant just got it, walked up to the front and said something like, information is not power.
And then delivered the punchline.
Applied information is power. And then this participant connected that idea directly to something called prosperity power.
Yes, prosperity power. What's fascinating there is how that simple shift changes the whole game.
How so? Define prosperity power in this networking context.
Well, it's not just about money, though. As Mel says, applying knowledge can certainly lead to financial gain. It's broader. It's about how using what you know leads to real benefits, growth, positive outcomes.
Tangible results.
Tangible results, exactly. In networking, it means turning that handshake into a real collaboration, or that idea you shared into a project that helps both of you.
So there's a difference between knowing about networking and actually doing networking that creates value.
Spot on. It's why, for Mel, knowledge is only truly valuable when it's understood and applied, put into practice.
Okay, so if just having information isn't enough, what's the flip side? What happens if we don't apply it? Mel Kaufman quotes an educator who put it so well.
Oh, that quote is powerful.
For a person who won't read and a person who can't read, the result is the same. Neither learns. Oof. That hits hard, doesn't it?
It really does. Because think about it. If you have, say, the best guide ever on LinkedIn networking, but you just don't read it, or you read it but never actually do anything it suggests.
You gain nothing.
Functionally, you're in the same boat as someone who literally can't read the guide. The outcome. Identical. No learning, no new skills, no growth.
No new connections that matter.
Exactly. So just showing up to the webinar or collecting contacts or reading the article, it doesn't move the needle unless you act on it. It's all about the action after you get the information.
And let's be honest, how many of us fall into that trap? Especially with networking. We know we should follow up faster. We know we should be introducing people who could help each other. We know we should reach out more proactively.
But knowing isn't doing.
That's the crux of it, isn't it? It makes you think about how many times I thought I knew something, but hadn't actually, done it consistently.
It's a constant challenge. We confuse understanding it intellectually with actually being competent at it.
Like knowing the theory of swimming versus actually getting in the pool.
Precisely. I remember talking to someone who'd taken every course on social selling, knew all the theory, but was terrified to send that first message. The knowledge was there, but the action, zero.
That makes total sense. And it connects to another really profound idea from Mel Kaufman's life's work.
Ah, you mean the one about ignorance?
Yeah. Ignorance is resistance to learning. Now, usually we think ignorance just means not knowing something. But based on what we're saying, what does this definition imply?
It's a much deeper take. Mel is saying that if you have the information but you resist applying it, maybe you're afraid or procrastinating or just stuck in old habits.
That resistance is a form of ignorance.
Yes. It's actively blocking true learning, true integration. The knowledge isn't really yours until you use it.
It's not embedded.
Not fully. It's like knowing the recipe versus actually baking a cake. Refusing to turn on the oven isn't ignorance of the recipe, it's resisting the learning that only comes from baking.
Which makes Mel Kaufman's directive crystal clear. He says, your assignment is not only to gather information, but also apply it.
And that really is the ultimate gold nugget here.
So, okay, let's make this super practical. What does this mean for you listening right now and your networking? This isn't just theory.
No, this is about action.
Put on that networking hat right now. Let's brainstorm some real, immediate ways to apply this principle. Applied information is power. Things you can do today.
Okay, let's do it. Example 1, the networking event. You know you should go. You know you should maybe get some contacts. That's the info.
That's right, the application.
Apply it by setting a specific goal before you go. Not just network, but maybe. I will have 3 conversations where I really listen and ask good, open-ended questions. Or I'm going to find 2 people I can genuinely offer some kind of help to. Maybe an intro, maybe a resource. That's applying it. That leads to actual connection.
Not just a pocket full of cards. Love it.
Man.
Okay, example 2, follow-up. Everyone knows follow-up is important. Information.
Classic example.
How do we apply it for, as Mel calls it, prosperity power?
Simple. Instead of just thinking, oh, I should follow up, you actually do it. Commit. Within 24 hours, send a personalized message.
And the key is personalized, right?
Absolutely. Reference something specific you talked about. Great chatting about specific topic or loved hearing about your project interest. That shows you listened. That's applied info building a real bridge. That's prosperity power starting to build.
Nice. Okay. One more.
Example 3, connecting others. Introducing people who could benefit each other is valuable. That's the information.
How do we apply that one?
You actively look for opportunities. Think, who in my network could really help Sarah? Who would really click with John? Then don't just think it, do it. Make the warm introduction.
Like, hey, Sarah, I was talking to John and thought of you because...
Exactly. Explain the why. That's not just knowing connecting is good. It's applying that knowledge to create value. It boosts your influence, your reputation, more prosperity power.
Fantastic. Those are concrete, actionable gold nuggets. The challenge for you listening is to pick one. Just one. And do it, today or tomorrow.
It's about making that shift from knowing to doing.
So remember the core message. Information is not power.
Applied information is power.
And that leads to prosperity power, as Mel says.
Right.
So here's a final thought to chew on. What piece of networking information have you been sitting on? Something you know you should do,
but haven't actually done yet.
Yeah. How can you apply it, like, today and start turning it into that prosperity power? Just think about that one thing. And hey, before you dash off to apply this stuff, don't forget there's more help. Download the bonus content workbook.
And the free app. They're mentioned in the video description. Great tools to help you put all this into practice.
Definitely. And we genuinely want to hear from you. Comment below. Tell us about your experiences, your wins, when you put these lessons into action.
Yeah, share your stories.
And here's a little tip from us. Listen to this deep dive again. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, maybe next month.
Seriously, do it.
Because each time, as you gain more experience applying these ideas, you'll hear something new. New gold nuggets will jump out at you.
It really deepens your understanding over time. And if you found this valuable,
please share it.
Yeah, share it with your networking circle. Help others get this insight. Honestly, that act of sharing itself builds your influence. It demonstrates you're applying the info.
Absolutely. And of course, if you enjoy this deep dive, if you want to keep getting these kinds of insights from Mel Kaufman's life's work,
you know what to do.
Please click like, subscribe, and definitely hit that notification bell. That way you'll know instantly when the next gold nugget drops.
Don't miss out.
Now go put on your networking hat and grow your business.